Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at upselling strategies without using traditional sales scripts. And one of the best assets that you can gain as a representative is an acute knowledge of your property in and out. Not every hotel is the same. Not every hotel room is going to be laid out the same. And yes, sometimes you will have travelers who are only interested in the cheapest option just for the night. That's all they want. But many other times you will have travelers who want something a bit more. They're willing to pay a bit more for a premium amenity or for a premium option in a particular room. And it is up to us as front office personnel to recognize that desire and to match the right room to the right guest. This can come down to the fine details sometimes. I've worked at several properties over 5 years now, and not every hotel I've seen and have stayed at even has been the same. My second property, to give you an example, had other features that the first property did not, that were premium features, such as kitchenette rooms. And that's something I realized after working there. There were people who really liked that option. Not just people who maybe were staying for an extended period of time, but also people who had a special diet and they wanted the ability to make their own meals themselves, and they were willing to pay a bit more for that. I would recommend becoming very familiar with the room types of your own property and the features and amenities in each room. For example, standard rooms are typically recognized as a single bed or a double bed. When we get into suites, this is usually an add-on in terms of a feature, which could be a sofa bed, it could be a larger room, it could be a separate bedroom, or it could have a high-value premium amenity such as a hot tub in the room or a spa tub, something like that in the room. To give you an example of this, some time ago I received a message through one of our third parties from a traveler who had booked a reservation on that third party. He was looking for a romance package and a possible upgrade over the room, the standard room he had booked. And I contacted him and I said, how about you book with me directly and I will get you exactly what you're looking for. So we emailed each other back and forth, and this person eventually was able to stop by for a visit, and I showcased the particular room to him in person. That is something also that I like to do when you have the time. When I have the time, it's very useful to do. That shows, one, that you're very confident in your property, and it also shows that you have a great idea of what the guest is looking for. We had never before done any room packages at this property, and I thought this is a great opportunity maybe to start doing so, and just look at what options we could do as far as this premium add-on. So I had the great idea of going to a local florist and getting a custom bouquet, which I put in the room, and that was something that was a pleasant surprise for him and his significant other. And he was very impressed with what all I had done, and The whole goal here is to earn a repeat guest, is you want that guest to come back. So if you are able to make a very good or excellent first impression, that is a win right there for everybody. There are certain questions also that we need to take into account and ask the traveler, because they're not a guest yet. They're not staying at the hotel yet. They're looking to stay at the hotel. Every time we receive a phone call, every time we receive a walk-in to our property, that is an opportunity for you. I always ask, have you stayed with us before? And many times no, I'm just passing through. I haven't stayed here before. Okay. What brings you to town? Oh, I'm just traveling up north, whatever. Or it could be, we're moving out to the state. Thought we'd stop by in this location. It could be, oh, I'm traveling for work. Or it could be, oh, we're on vacation. That will kind of set the tone for what the guest is looking for. And another question we need to ask is, how many people are traveling with you? Not just for safety reasons, but also because this again is an opportunity. If you have certain room options, you can offer them this added on option. So if a family of 5 arrives, one person comes into the hotel inquiring about rates and availability for that evening. You have double queens open. Okay. Are you going to offer them the double queen? Or are you going to offer them, if you do have it, a double queen suite? I will offer the double queen suite. And how I will do so is I'll say, look, I have some double queen options here. However, I think you would be more comfortable in this particular room because it has these features. For example, this has a sofa bed. It is also a bit larger of a room. You are more than welcome to look at this room if you'd like. I'd be happy to show you. That's something that I have done for many people, and they have been very appreciative of me taking the time to show them what I have to offer. And again, that shows that you're very knowledgeable of what you have to offer at your hotel, and you know also what the guest is looking for. Because travelers may be willing to pay more for certain extra features in the room versus a standard room. The whole goal here is to not be pushy. These are strategies that we use to find out exactly what the guest is looking for and being able to match that to an ideal room, or better yet, exceed their expectations with what your whole property has to offer. And that right there is how you earn a repeat guest. I hope you found this video informative, and thank you again for joining me today. This is Jay Hospitality signing off.